Hello friends, welcome to all of you in this online yoga session. In today's session, we will discuss the fundamentals of the yogic practices. Yoga is a very vast subject. It has various dimensions. Few people take it as a philosophy, few people follow it as a form of spirituality, few take it as a part of their religion, but most of the people follow it as a tool for their health and fitness. In the modern world, gradually it's becoming a subject towards whom people are looking for, not for their just health and fitness, but for the management of their diseases too. They follow this subject. They perform various yoga poses. They consider that these yoga poses are the excellent form of the stretching exercises. And by these stretching exercises, that increases the blood circulation in a particular body part, and in this way that helps to heal up that body organ, and that gives a difference in our diseases. So is it only up to this much, or is it much more than that? To understand that, we need to understand what is the fundamental of yoga, what is the yogic anatomy, what is the yogic physiology, what is the yogic pathophysiology. Because when the ancient sages had designed the science, they were not familiar with the modern medical science, modern anatomy, modern physiology, but they had designed such a wonderful science because they were following the yogic anatomy, the yogic physiology. And what is that? After knowing that, we can get the real essence of these practices, and we can know that how these practices affects our body, how these practices helps to heal up our body. To know about the details of these practices, first we need to understand what is disease. If I will say in a layman's language what is disease, disease is just a condition when we are not in a condition of ease, and that is dis-ease. So is it that much simple? Actually not. Whenever we are not in a condition of ease, that we call disease, generally, primarily, we ignore that. We consider that it will get cured up with the time. But when the condition gets worse with the time, then we consult a physician. The physician conducts few pathological tests, do some examination, and if all the reports of those examinations and pathological tests is negative, he says there is nothing wrong in your body, you are fully fine. But actually is it? Actually not. We know there is something wrong within our body, we are not fully fine. But what we are lacking, how we can get to know what is wrong within our body. To know about that, to understand about that, we need to understand another term, that is disharmony. Our body is not just made up of bone, muscles, nerves, blood, and flesh. Actually, our body is not running by these. Our body is running by our energy. And this energy has various terms in various philosophies, various traditional system of medicine. Few people call it chi, few call it ki, few call it prana, and in the modern medical science it's termed as a vital force. It regulates all the biological processes, the physiological processes within our body, and that's lead us to state of harmony when it stays in a normal flow. And whenever this flow gets disturbed, that leads us to the state of disharmony. Initially, this disharmony gives no symptoms, but with the time, that gives few symptoms, which are so minor that we neglect that. We consider that it's not a very problematic thing, but with the time, those minor symptoms get major symptoms, and a long-term disharmony get converted into disease. That's why if you will consult to a person who is following any traditional system of medicine and use his traditional system of medicine tools like the facial diagnosis, the pulse diagnosis, the tongue diagnosis, you will find that he will ask you about few symptoms, which you will find that you are having that symptom since last 5 years, 10 years, maybe more than that. Means your body was alarming for your disease so many years before, but we were neglecting that. We were considering it's not a major symptom, it's not a symptom of any disease, but actually that was. And when we conduct the yogic practices, that helps to open that blockages, that helps to harmonize the flow of that energy. That's why after each and every practice we feel better, we feel more healthy, we feel more harmonized. So how these practices works on these energy system? To understand that, we need to understand the fundamental of the yogic anatomy. We need to understand the fundamental of the yogic physiology and of yogic pathophysiology. For all those details, we will discuss in our coming videos. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.